Hey. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sussex Saturday. I am VS Speaks Royally. I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday, whether it's the morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you are in this beautiful world. Woo! Hello to all the channel members. To you all, to everyone up. Okay. Woo! So, it's been a good week, everyone. It's been a good week. Hopefully it gets even better, but I'm off this coming week, so for me it's gonna be even better. And I might go live every day. Who knows? Might is keyword. But anyway, let me just see. I don't think I have any other little bitty messages. I just see some greetings. Church Nelly, yeah, we're not gonna bring that one up. I am creating my Patreon page, so that way we can talk about that one, but over there, outside of the YouTube spheres, because I've known some channels to get tagged in a bad way because they brought that one up. So he shall be left out and keep the nicknames going. Yes, anyway, you understand what I'm saying. Let me see. My hands aren't keeping up with what is it? Oh, you're tired? Yeah, I know it's early. So one of the buddies that I've met in another on Max's channel, actually, Ryan, last night was like, I caught one of your live streams the other day. He goes, but usually you're like on early. So my Saturday one is early. I said, I know the West Coast is probably like screaming, can you please let us sleep just a little longer? So I'm thinking of, say, like August time frame, kind of really mixing it up, but I don't want to affect what I already have. You all are so used to me at this time. So believe you me, Lydia, I understand. Yeah, my dad had me up most of the night. So, those antics that you just have to live with. Let me see. All right. Let me get into what I got to get into. So, you know how I do, first things first. Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by a copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. And as I do each Sussex Saturday, I read my favorite quote that you can find on the Archwell site. Each of us can change our communities. All of us can change the world. This quote takes on a whole nother meaning when you look at what Squad has done with the fundraising with Kaboom. An entirely different meaning. Because, yes, all of us can change the world. Okay. Even if it's in small ways, we can affect change. So, Harry has, as we know, been in court, and yeah, the UK media, as much as they have tried their best to, you know, what I'll say downplay, and that's not even really the words that I want to use. They just kind of trying to make him look crazy and, sad and angry in all the ways that they have over the years. But if you read the entire transcript, I think the link is in the description. I know I've shared it with channel members, but it's what, 55 pages from the other day when he was in court, and the last three, I believe, are of just the evidence. 70 items. So Harry wasn't coming to play with them. He was about business, and he meant what he meant, what he meant. Um, you know, they know that they were doing wrong, and they had done it previously. If only, there was tougher laws, I would say, that really could curtail what they had done. There might be a few people that would still be here if they hadn't self-deleted, and because their lives they were being ripped apart basically by the media. So, and we know how Megan was, and not getting the help that she needed also. So him walking out of court, yeah, he has every right to, and I hope, as I shared on Thursday, yeah, he just, eviscerates the place. So anyway, um, I'm gonna jump into comments really quickly because before I get to all this other stuff, I think I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna discuss the gift that Archie got and the firestorm that the Derangers, they're in a tizzy right now. They are in a tizzy over that little boy getting a bike from a company. Anyway, it's, whew, Jesus. Okay. Anything and everything to do with the Sussexes, it seems that it just sends certain folks into tizzies, and I just can't. I can't. Hello, Elaine. How are you? I don't think I've seen you in a while. Blessings to all. Use the power of prayer and thoughts to heal America and the world. Power brokers want to keep the truth from the masses. Reality is created by thoughts. Yes, it is. That's some other stuff we're going to be talking about once I get Patreon up and running. So, yeah. Which I hope it doesn't scare some of y'all off. But if it does, it does. I mean, hey, tis life, right? That's what they say. I love you all, but hey, let me see. Each night their narratives is no longer working. Even people they have on those hate morning shows are standing up for Harry, agreeing with him. I mean, if they look at the bigger picture, it's not about Harry. And Harry isn't the only plaintiff in this lawsuit, the phone hacking case. Somewhat biggest name. I mean, when you think of Elton John, you're thinking, okay. But it is for everybody, especially the little people who don't have the money as these plaintiffs do to fight back. Um, yeah, it's a bigger picture. Tina used to always tell us that, Tina and Michelle, like it's bigger than Harry, it's bigger than Megan. So yeah, this case is much bigger than him, and he knows that, and it's not a slight on him. He knows what he's doing. So that's one thing we have to truly um, stand in solidarity with him, them being Megan, and in protection of their children too. So Gwendolyn, they really threw Harry to the wolves. Yeah, they did. Sadly, and I do have a screenshot. I think I brought it over. Lord, please, I hope I did bring it over. Where Squatty is just saying how the life that they wanted for him, like his, great Aunt Margaret. So, and we've discussed that before on live stream. So yeah, they really, really wanted him to be strung out, crazy, all those things that a future consort's uncle is. But nevertheless, allegedly. Okay, let's see. Clara, they tried to make it seem he was obsessed with Chelsea once and done. Yeah, but anyone with common sense, and we know that common sense isn't common. The phone hacking involves the years that he was with her, Chelsea. So, of course, she would be mentioned more. And I know I discussed that on Twisted Thursday, but yeah, it's the energy that you see in these articles and from the Rhoda. I mean, they're all trying to save themselves. And, hopefully the so-called ringleader, PM being the initials, truly will get that karma that he so deserves. Hey Vera, I mean Verda, I hope I don't make you laugh too loud because it's dangerous listening sometimes. But what's wrong with this? Oh, you have not seen. Oh, jeez. Okay, so let me go ahead on and move into that part of it, and then I'll come back to. Let me see. Harry is powerful, putting out truth about the power of words power brokers trying to hide. Yes, he and his family are protected by angelic beings and the spirit of Diana. Oh yeah, Diana truly looked out for her son, knowing that firm wouldn't. And the phone hacking was before Megan, so of course they tried to start rumors. Oh, of course. But as we know, they create news. They don't report news. And there is a big difference. And Megan stated that in that Oprah interview, and people, yeah, she's proved that she told the truth in that. But more people are thankfully opening their eyes, whether they're reading Spare or they're watching the docuseries and then reading Spare. So, and of course, Squad were all over just saying, no, 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 that's a lie. That's not true. Hey, Joseph. Hey, Carol. Hey, B10. How are you? All right. Let me see, Little Mac. Here is the thing. If they have him along with his ex, they might be married today. So the loss of Harry with the British media fall. Oh yeah, the racists should think about that. Well, they always wanted him to be single. I truly believe that. Megan's Beauty told, he did the Beyonce middle fingers up. He was like that. Y'all can keep your firm. You can keep all your mindset. You can keep your ancient thoughts. this here woman, I'm not letting go. Okay, so I had wondered, and I don't know if anybody else wondered this, but when their engagement was announced, if you thought, because I know I did, that Harry had put down the, he laid down the gauntlet with his grandmother and said, listen, she's it, accept it, or I'm gone. Now, I really believe he would have, if they had said, no, you can't marry her, I believe he would have married her anyway, but, you know, it would have been crazyville, but I've always felt that way. So she saw the light, and she did, care for Megan, from all accounts and what we've heard on what happens behind the scenes. But anyway, I'm babbling. All right, let me get into the other items that I want to cover. Let me see. Okay, so first let me go into Squatty Corner because Bike Gate is what I'm calling it, leads into trash time, and then I'll go from there. All right, so kaboom. I have the link pinned to the top of the chat. The link, I believe, is still open. It probably will be. They're not putting it out as much. I mean, as long as it's out there, why not? So on Thursday, let me take my banner down. The total was 132, 190. That's at the time I was doing trash time right before. And then today, well, the other day, I want to just before I jump past, Kaboom again gave their thanks. They're very appreciative, and that's sweet to see. Also, yeah, I guess they thought, okay, 20 grand is great. They had no clue what Squad could do, especially when we were putting our energy more so into giving than trying to go down rabbit holes with the Rangers, since they think we get paid 40 cents a word, and that's truly not enough, but I'm just saying. So at 10:34 a.m. Eastern, right before this live stream, it's 132, 345. So it's still going up. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So lots of little children will be able to play on playgrounds that we had a little bit of a hand in, and their childhood would be hopefully a little happier, because sometimes that can be the only escape that children have. And I know when I was growing up, your imagination was just kind of that thing that got you through, whether you had siblings. I was an only child, so playing on my own swing set in my yard was fun, fun, fun. But a playground can be too. All right. These were trending at 10:34 again this morning. Montecito and Frogmore. I did not look, but I just said, "Oh, how interesting! These two are trending," and yeah, Montecito has flipped on the amount of tweets that are coming in under that. So at this point, I will say, please be sure you hit the like button if you haven't done so already. Please share out if you haven't. Spread the word about the channel. I also have a store. There's merch. You can look on my main channel page and you'll see it. There's also a link in the description box. And um, as you keep sharing and getting the word out more about my channel, I'm on the road to 10K. That's one of the big milestones that I'm seeking to get to. And then it's onward, truly onward and outward. I'm trying to catch up to Baron. He just won't slow down. Love you, Baron. Okay. And I'm going to say this to the moderators that are out. You can share the links of the other Sussex positive channels. I'm going to have to get those, and I'm going to let Nightbot do their thing. So eventually Nightbot is going to overrun. I'm going to have different links dropped and all that stuff. So it's going to be fun times around here. Hopefully it doesn't, also correct you all. And if there's caps, and how Nightbot was when I first started. So let me see. Annie, they are reflecting again. It's really about Egghead and Bones being separated and on the way to the bone. Ooh, allegedly, Annie. Allegedly, Annie. Allegedly. Yeah, I'm just gonna move on from that one. Mrs. S, hello. Also, happy birthday to Educate and to, Beverly Pascal. They have back-to-back birthdays. Yes, and we have some birthday twins coming up on, the 20th. I'm not going to say no more than that. Let me see. VS Speaks B10. I hope you're well. That was an awesome gift by allowing other links here. Awesome. One for all and all for. Oh yeah, I've never been where it isn't allowed. I just realized I never verbally said it. And I noticed that especially on Barron's, because I'll be sitting there, all of a sudden I'll see my name highlighted. I'm like, oh, they dropped my link. But yeah, it's definitely okay, especially those channels that have been squad certified. Please, okay, you understand what I'm saying. But yeah, I don't have a problem with dropping the link to other Sussex positive channels. We are all we got. Okay. Mm. Oh, no problem. Yeah, special girl, special K, we gotta, yeah. Woo, hopefully y'all, well, most of you I know that are in squad were in that, so. All right, I'm getting to it. I can hear y'all saying, can she get to trash time already? Yes, Valerie. Yes, Valerie. They are. The Middletons are in a lot. Yeah. I covered them on Twisted Thursday, but I have some more. Yeah, there's trouble. The media is slowly throwing them and the future consort under the bus. So, ooh, chaw. Yeah. Okay. E10, thank you so very much. Let me. Okay, yeah, I had to look. So, and Kathy G and Corliss, I think I did welcome you all to channel membership, but welcome. Um, Lydia, as I'm sitting here, because StreamYard separates the comments from your super stickers, chats, whatever is coming through, and I see yours pop in. Trash time is my favorite. Get them. You two are hilarious. Thank you so much. This is for both of you. Let me get to the spot. Okay, here we go. You're making it rain down on me. Thank you both. Okay. Okay, back over here. Oh wow, and see Mac. Thank you for keeping me company on the bird. Now bring on the trash. Oh yeah, see Mac knows, man. It can get quite interesting over there. Just be careful of those rabbit holes. Ooh-wee. Now see Mac, this is for you. You're making it rain down on me. You're making it. I hit it. Thank you. I was trying to click somewhere else. Sorry about that. Okay. Y'all don't need to hear it any more than you have, I won't break no more eardrums than I have. Okay, let me see. What is this? Elaine, Camilla fears Megan and Kate. She's the forced stick taking the behaviors of the Royal Rhoda. Yeah, and her karma's going to be all sweet. I tell you what. But, as I believe the word says, that, what is it to gain? Something to that effect. Basically, she's doing all this to have, now Church Nelly, she's doing all this to have all of the stuff down here on this plane when you can't take it with you when you transition. Very vital and for the root of all evil. Yeah. Okay. Church Nelly, thank you. Okay, now cut it out because then I can get to trash time. You're making it rain down on me. Okay, thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. Y'all are spoiling me. What's going on? All right, let me discuss this item as it leads us right into somewhat into, I guess, trash time. Let me see. Let me see what I have here. Yeah. Okay. So the other day, um, Mad Dog and Englishman Bike Shop in Montecito sent Prince Archie a little bike for his birthday and flowers for Megan. So we found this out, when I say there's squad everywhere and they see all, and I'm thankful for them because then on the Bird app, I happen to see when it's in my timeline. And it's the cutest thing. But this bike sent shockwaves. Like the derangers are losing their proverbial minds over this. So anyway, there was a little article in People magazine, blah 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 blah. But what kicked it off is here, Mad Dog on their IG shared a letter that they got from the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, and I noticed something about that letter, and I don't know if you all have picked it up, but if you're looking at the screen, you probably notice a little something different at the top. I said, "Oh, okay." But this is what they said. We hope they don't mind us sharing this lovely letter, thank you letter we received today, and they put their hearts and all that. So here's the letter, and it says the Office of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, and it's dated the 6th of June, 2023. Dear Martin and Jennifer, on behalf of Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, please accept this sincere thanks for the thoughtful gift you sent to Prince Archie for his 4th birthday. The bike has brought much joy and is most appreciated by the family. They ask that I convey their gratitude at the lovely surprise, and it says best, and it's Harrison, and he's the office of Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Of course, Squad was all over it and sharing this and just thinking how cute it was that the bike and I had shared with the channel members, the picture, etc. Of course, many were like, okay, the British flag, but knowing that, looking at their title and understanding the history of the company, it is what it is. Mad Dog had to turn off their comments on IG because the Rangers came in, and you know how they did. They went absolutely bonkers. Anything to try to silence Harry and Meghan, anything. Because of course, my lord, they are thinking Harry and Meghan who may not like that they share a letter that they received, but here come the Rangers freaking out, firstly over, giving a bike to, Archie and all that, which is the cutest bike with the training wheels and all. I mean, we all saw the heart behind it and were understanding, but Now, as I move into trash time, I wanted to share these to kind of, set the tone in a sense. This I saw in the Bird app. And I have to thank the squatties. I do know who did it, but I do protect squatties. So this is called Name a Famous Historic Battle. Now, y'all should be on the floor laughing because when I saw this one, I was like, oh. I just tweeted back, I'm dead. I did a GIF and I was just like, and it shows the person sliding right off the couch. That's what priceless. Priceless. But this one took the cake too, because if cosplays out there, then space is also going to be. And yeah, the squatties don't miss out. Name a famous historic battle. Now, okay. I'm sure there's tons of memes out there and other little tidbits, but these two, yes, that kind of set the tone for me, and I just, whoo, Alma, that right there, whoo, oh my gosh, she does battle with the mic, yeah, and the mic seems to win each time. Okay, all right, all right. I just hope you got a few little chuckles from that. Now, as we prepare to walk into what you all love, um, yeah. Let me just go on and hit it. It's your favorite time. Trash time. Trash time. Trash time. So, mm, 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 mm. This is the tweet I was talking about that a squatty went back at somebody. So, um, they were sharing their tweet or they retweeted it, and you see where it says this tweet is unavailable. Yeah, you'll see why in a minute. So they said the plan was to force him to stay single by running off his girlfriends and taunt him into being a drunk and a drug abuser like his great aunt Margaret. Prince Harry was slated by Windsor clan to be Margaret 2.0. Then came Meghan Markle, and the trajectory altered completely. And I don't know what the person said because when I clicked to look at it, this page doesn't exist. Try searching something else. And then I had to catch the screenshot where it says, sorry, that tweet has been deleted. Mm-hmm. I think the whole account, because otherwise it would have at least, but I didn't even bother going to look. I just was like, oh, you must have said something and you can't even take the heat. And just by that one, when will they learn? When they learn to leave Megan alone? And Harry had to take a sip of my tea. Okay, so I really want to call it Tricycle Gate, but it's not a tricycle, so it's Bike Gate. Squatty called out the folks, so seems royalists only have a problem when the mixed race Prince Archie is gifted a bike. They keep showing their racist asses to the world. And there's plenty of screenshots because, Squad has receipts of just about everything and anything from the time that Megan, I believe, hit that. Even before, because this is, the screenshot I think is from like what? If George was old enough to have this, so you're talking like 2013, somewhere in there. So 2013, 2014. So you see the two articles. It seems Arab news, huh? Bags of money the father gets. I'm just saying. Here's another article, 2015, how he got, their oldest child got 706 gifts. The number went up a little bit because here it says he got nearly 800 gifts. And y'all are upset over one bike that a bike shop sends to Prince Archie for his 4th birthday, which is a very sweet gesture. And was appreciated by his parents. And believe you me, Squad will remember that bike shop. So if you all are planning something to Rangers, to try to come after them, it's not going to work. Yeah. So again, here is the second born and all the gifts, and even saying how she got a teddy bear from the Obamas. She was cosplay actually took a gift by hand at Wimbledon and was captured. I'm telling you, when I tell you Squad has pictures and receipts of just about everything. Yeah, go ahead on believing that you better leave Harry and Meghan alone, y'all, over there. I'm just saying. So, I guess y'all call them balance bikes. We call them training wheels here. Because Because at first I'm like, balance bike, but I saw the picture. I was like, oh, okay, that's what they call it. Mm-hmm. So we've gotten that upset, well, they have, over a bike that a 4-year-old child received, but yet not a hint, not a word, not a concern when back then all of those mm, lilies were were gifted gifts upon gifts upon gifts, and it was just yes, that's the one gift that we know about. There's no telling. I mean, many of us are just wondering what Lily's godfather, excuse me for the sound there, Lily's godfather gifted her for her birthday. I'm sure the Ferrari and Bentley or Rolls Royce will come when, she hits 21 or when she graduates from college, or has her truly billion-dollar company. Okay. All right. This next one got the person. Yeah. So the name that's blacked out is a squatty. So they were saying, Meghan marrying Prince Harry while black really broke racist white women all over the world. Now we understand when we said, or many of us do, when we hear that term while black. But a deranger had to derange. While black. Are the sugars emitting M changes color? And I have to put it that way. Color. There are some sick individuals in this world. The derangers are truly deranged. 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 Because they just, yeah. I'm just gonna, y'all understand. I'm at a loss for words for this, but no, M doesn't change color. She is the color that she is. Now, if she spends time in the sun, like many of us with melanation, we get a little darker. And then in the wintertime, we'll get a little lighter. Okay? Black folks do burn too. Just need to throw that out there. So if we're in the sun a little too long without some sunscreen, yes, we need sunscreen too. I'm just giving y'all little lessons for some that don't know, aren't aware, whatever. So the media has been, oh, we're not racist. We don't say these things. We're not any of this such. But this article, let me take the banner down. Oh, I don't have the banner. I think it's from there it is, 2013. It's up at the top. Lord Fro, yeah, you better get your life together, sir. Now, this is going back to 2013. And yes, it includes a certain family whose karma has come home. The crows are a crowing. The ghetto families on 10 pence, I believe that is, an hour, making party gifts for Kate's mom's $30 million business empire. They show a little child of color. Now, the ghetto families on 10 pence. Nice shaming, nice classism, nice racism because of the picture. But are they laughing now? Who's laughing now? Who's getting the last laugh? Who's getting the last laugh now? I think y'all were propped up a little too much and couldn't live up to them dollar figures that were thrown out there. The ones in Montecito can. So y'all truly were trying to keep up with the Royals, weren't you? And it led to your downfall. Now, I suggest you advise your daughter, well, she wants to be the future consort, that if all these rumors, because the drumbeat is beating loudly, and some headlines are kind of being very matter-of-factly with it, but you better take her to she better take the dollar amount they throw out there and stop trying to be greedy, because she'll find herself out there without. I mean, it would be a little hard for me to believe that he married without a prenup, but because, he's just that cheap. But okay. All right. So anyway, as we move right on along, I don't know what it is about these folks over there in the UK. The US don't want y'all. We don't care. You can come visit, but you know what? All y'all do is leave tax bills, six-figure tax bills, like the one in Boston when you came here for your earth shit thing. Yeah. So I need you to consider, don't visit unless you're bringing the money in a bag to drop with the city that you're visiting because of the security costs. Mm. So, Daily Express, Prince William and Princess Kate. To take America by storm with popularity set to soar. And I like how they put the set to soar in quote. Soar to hell, maybe, but set the soar? Yeah, no, not in this lifetime. I just find that hilarious because, yeah. hmm And to me, they must have photoshopped those smiles on their face because they rarely look at each other like that. Okay, let me get it together. Now, this next one I saw today, and this is when that certain the in-laws of the future. hmm Um, yeah, he ain't. Oops, sorry about that. He ain't pleased with them, or is given the okay for this certain briefings that are now taking place. Maybe they'll catch the heat, and they better shut up and enjoy every single moment like they wanted Megan to. Okay. Police discover massive cannabis factory in pretty Berkshire village where Kate Middleton's parents, Michael and Carol, live. While one has nothing to do with the other, you see how when your names are mixed up in headlines, that you take ownership of whatever the bullshit that they're talking about. I mean, hey, I'm not mad at the cannabis. I don't know why people, countries don't legalize, but okay, that's another subject for Patreon. But you know, they're on their way because they've never been in headlines like this, to my knowledge, even before she married. So first it was the propping up. Oh, they've got this, you know, double, $30 million business. Now they're in bankruptcy. And in the 2 years, come on now. I mean, I know people were still having parties even in the midst of COVID, even other countries and stuff, even lockdown, people partying hard. So you would think you would be bouncing back. But yeah, I have a feeling it was just headlines. No fluff behind it, just headlines. No real work behind it. hmm And if you sound like your daughter, yeah, I get it. Because I guess it doesn't take much, like coffee or tea. What would you like to drink when you're on a plane? Because her mother was a flight attendant at one time. All right, I'm gonna behave myself. Okay, that's all I have. You know, if you all have other little tidbits that you've heard and seen and all that, please do drop them in. I'm gonna hit the comments really quickly. There's over 150, over 160 comments. And Benjamin, okay, we see they're getting Troll Williams behind this, possibly Camilla and Charles too. They're gonna just kind of push her on out, and then they won't have a leg to stand on, that entire family. Yep. Benjamin Williams knows she wants money and forced to leave. She ain't gonna get a whole lot. I mean, I don't remember what Di got. I know it was big for that time, but to know how much money that family was worth, it was still like, really? And she gave you the heir and at that time the spare to your country. Okay. Oh, it's coming. Something is coming. Hey sis, how are you? How are you? Good to see you. Look at them airheads in their Harry Potter costumes. Oh, they loved it. And the mesh, not even a real tiara, the mesh. That's a slap in the face. But that's a whole. We talked about that in chat. Mm-mm-mm. Lane, the Tory government is being shaken up, just like the Republic. Yeah, in the U.S. So I heard about that BM. um, mhm. I'm sorry. His name is Boris Johnson, but I call him BM sometimes because he is a big. Okay. He quit out of fear. Well, I mean, he's he seemed to be quite happy, which surprises me because for some American-born folks, the UK was quite happy to have in their government. Megan, oh my gosh, she's running for this, and I'm not even addressing that old battle act that I saw on TV that couldn't even say African American, Afro something or whatever. I think that might have been what she said, Afro whatever. She's trying to be Afro whatever. We're gonna whatever you, old battle act. Okay, yeah. I'm not playing that. It's disgusting to me. She was spewing nothing but lies, and yeah. Mm-mm. Let me. I'm kind of going through the comments, as y'all know how I do, and I get roasted, and I do change color, get all fried up in the sun. Yeah, I mean, only those hey scratching Pete that don't really realize that. Yeah, it's not that she doesn't have a switch on her that she can just flip and say, okay, look white. Okay, flip the switch. Ooh, look black. Um, Pictures, Photoshop, they do airbrush, they do all this stuff too. So when they want her to appear a certain way, especially UK media, they will do such. We know that if we see a picture with Megan with her freckles, someone's truly taken the time to have listened to her and know that she prefers to have her freckles shown. And if you airbrush them out, we know what you're up to. Let me see. Annie, that rocking horse that the Obamas gave George was not cheap. It was hand carved. hmm I wonder if they still have it, or if it's in an attic or corner somewhere just for photo ops. Um, since you know how they feel about the blacks. All right, let me. Connie Bomber, how are you? Yeah, you will always have to thank Baron for that because I think we all say your name that way. Benjamin, that one bike would mean more to me than 800 gifts. Thank you. Can you imagine? And I hope we see pictures or video of him riding his bike because he's a happy little child. Mm, Being raised by parents who, yeah, are loving and kind. And I'm going to behave myself. I'm going to try my best to behave myself. Let me see. Diane, wait until they hear that what Lily got is true from her very rich godfather. Who knows? But if that Fayed clan is petty, Sussexes might end up owning y'all's biggest department store over there. Chill. Diane, you want them derangers to really lose their ish, don't you? Woo, can you imagine just even, yeah, hearing or seeing pictures like Dodie has visited? Well, yeah, or Fayed clan, the father, yeah, Dodie's father visiting. Mm. Is he's still living? I think he is because every once in a while I believe I see it and he comes at them for something. But whew, mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh, what is Church and Lily doing? All right, Church and Lily. Harry didn't get booed at all, leaving or arriving. I guess the Derangers forgot that. Oh, yeah, no, there's video that's unedited. I mean, they like to probably put sound on there, but he was cheered. I mean, I know some of the paps were yelling stuff, but they weren't. It's funny, they come onto foreign soil and then want to yell ugly things to the person that isn't on their home soil. But when they get back home, they want to act right. We see you all. Okay, Ruth, the girl on the 10 P in our headline should sue the Daily Mail. In 2013, 10 pence was never a minimum wage. Crazy Daily Mail. Really should. She looks like she was just holding the number because she didn't look that age. But yeah, that headline and that whole thing, it's like, but don't tell us that media is not racist. Everything, even on TV, y'all are they're very saying it with their full chest now, even on TV. Mind-boggling, but I guess Harry's got them in such a frenzy and they don't know exactly what to make of it. But act right, and then you wouldn't have to worry about Harry and testifying and all that. Oh, I did that. Okay. Verda, how old is that child, and do they not have a child labor law? Well, please, in the UK. Well, I don't know about that. I would hope that there was signatures by the parents of that child before they put them in an article, or the face of an article. But that was just ghetto families. That just is so like, that is the FU of all FUs, man. Please. And I can't always feel that the Rangers need to go smoke a row, or two or three or four or five. I'm just saying, but oh, yeah, these headlines have changed, buddy. Diane, don't know, but the little finger boy and the uncle know where you can get your party on. You might party a little too hard with the uncle. I don't know if anybody can handle that one. Ooh, child. All right, Elaine. Kate comes from coal miners, and her uncle got caught using and sniffing booger sugar to reporters years back. Speak truthfully about that family, let me just say, because we're not going to say the Cocoria. Oh, Elaine, 14 months. Thank you. Ooh, hot doggy. Just as I clicked on the YouTube side, I saw it jump off. Okay, let me see what she said. No. I just want to see the comment. Come on. Thank you for everything VS Speaks Raw. Oh, Elaine, thank you so much. 14 months. Yeah, my channel members, y'all spoil me. Woo. Okay. Yeah. Let me come back over here on the StreamYard side, because I'll get lost in the comments on the YouTube side. Then y'all be like, "Where'd you go?" Oh, Elaine. Okay, thank you. You really, you do too much. I know that sounds bad to say. You spoil me. You spoil all of us, actually, but yeah, you spoil me. I appreciate it, though. So this is for you. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Thank you so very much. All right. Pooja's being really good, because I'm surprised she didn't go crazy. What is Andy saying? I would love to see Harry in a photo with Lily now. The Rangers would really lose it like they did with Archie. Yeah, well, I mean, they think they borrowed children from other people. It's just the most craziest thing. Little Mac, SVS, New York Times was streaming. So the British media was on their best behavior. Oh, is that what it was? Actually, I'm surprised New York Times would stream it, but okay. Woo. Benjamin, she looked missing. It wasn't even from England. No, it's probably, well, there's a lot of stuff over here, but I'm sure y'all have some of them over there too. Let's not play around. Nora, the Stock Explorer. Hello. Oh, did he? Marsha, I think Dodie's father died, and the portrait he had of Dodie and Diana that he had up in the store was taken down after his. Okay. I guess, people felt that wasn't appropriate. Like, who took over? It must have been. Anyway, let me move on, because I'm going to leave that alone. He kept his son's apartment for a long time. Yeah. He had it rough. And knowing that if the plan didn't go as it was planned out for Diana, yeah, we would have some half siblings running around with a different hue. Child, they were not ready for that one. Oh Lord, I see Arbiter in the chat. What? Let me wait a minute. Marsha Diane, I don't know, but I remember hearing that the father died in the U.S. It was only a passing. Yeah, that's why I was like, did he? That's why I said it, and then I'm like, well, maybe he didn't. But Rochelle Victoria is telling Liza again. Did y'all see her tweet about CNN firing CEO Chris Light, talking about the two CEOs that fired her will be held accountable for her pain? Oh, please. What pain? She lied, so she lost her job. And believe you me, Squad will be there to enlighten any other CEO that comes along. Okay. And usually it's not the CEOs that make those decisions, it's like the producers or the production. There's a whole, you know how those tiers are. The CEO ain't thinking about her. Uh, Church Nelly. I'm going to put it as this cosplay needs a brain and a backbone. Go fund me. Whew. Oh, and she would make a killing. Believe you me. And then, I'm sure they would. Oh, good. Thank you, Benjamin. I thought, okay, he's still alive. Simply feeble. He's got to be up there in age, though. And that's to be expected. Yeah, he's got to be. Okay, thank you, Lydia. 94. Okay, still alive. All right. See, squad. We're what is it? Real time corrections. Yeah, there you go. And I appreciate it. La, 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 la. Let's see. Let's see. Harrod was sold to a Qatar funding group. It's still around. I'm gonna leave all that alone. Let me see. Honey, how are you doing, dear friend? How's sweet baby boy doing? Tear. In spite of Harry being cross-examined for over 5 hours, he managed to keep his sense of humor. When the judge told him not to discuss the case, he asked if that meant his wife and kids. Oh goodness. He did awesome. Not many people, which, could handle that amount of time. And I don't know if the other plaintiffs will take the stand or if they will just go from their depositions, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah. However, it's done over in their parts of the world. Yeah. Let's get an update. Baby boy is having a fit this morning, acting up, fighting his sleep, but his mommy has him. Oh. Ooh, ooh. Oh, yeah, that's true, Benjamin. I had to read your comment properly up on the screen. Okay. But would have made her deletion harder had had better security. If he had, yeah, some more intense security. But if she had continued to have her royal protection, yeah. Okay, let me just move on. Lord of mercy. B10, I do see your comment, but I'm just going. Yeah, Dodie's father did own Harrods. And hopefully he is doing well. And I don't think your heart ever heals from that, so I'm sure he is still got that hole in his heart. But yeah. Rachel, a man who went through torture practice court with piece of cake. Yeah. He his entire life really set him up for that moment to be in court because all that he's been put through, all of his crap being out there. I mean, can you imagine if they did kind of shield him and then stuff like that was coming out now in court? He probably wouldn't have sued. He would have been like that other one taking a settlement, but based on principle, yeah. Benjamin, one car in front, one in back, yeah. As well a few motorcycles, etc., which we know are part of the And we haven't heard any more stories on the family of the woman that was, um, I'll say, accidentally deleted by the Royal Protection Squad of the Edinburghs. Okay. I don't hear any more about that, but I'm not looking per se. I don't know if it's been on the news over there or if that's quietly kind of gone away, as most of those accidents do. So we have to remember Harry truly meant it when he said he upped his game when he met Meghan. Harry is calm now. What did Harry say in the docu-series, like when Meghan was like a few minutes late getting to the dinner, their second date, I guess you can say? You can be as late as you want. I'm not going nowhere, because he wanted to see her again. The conveyor belt, y'all, from a Snapchat filter was broken. Okay. Yeah, that'll always get me. Oh, you know what? Mrs. S, those snakes did not shield Harry. They were the ones selling him out. Yes. And in honor of this comment, because, I do have that, I do want to share this again of the cat with the snake. And this is Harry in court. So the ginger cat slapped the mess out of the snake. And even when the snake got in its face and was ready to bite, he slapped the snake. And if you saw the black cat standing over to the side, it's a lot of symbolism in that little clip that just kind of gets me, and I'm just going to shut my little trap and kind of move right along. Let me see. Do anyone know if members of the royal family can be sued? I don't know. Don't know if if that was the case, folks would be lining up. But I don't think so. I think they're above. Well, I know the monarch is above the law. But I think their entire family, because, well, actually, we do know that, Marshall. Think about a certain teddy bear loving duke. hmm that settled a lawsuit. Okay, here we go. Allegedly, Mummy paid that bill. That was pretty hefty. Now, if that young woman writes her memoir, what? I probably would not personally buy it, because not doing it. But I know some folks would and could give us some updates. All right, this is us. Anyone notice how the trash Lloyds did not complain about Harry entering court through the front door, because this time they knew beforehand and were able to set up shop? Yes. Although he did have them out there the day before looking crazy. And I'm like, did they not pay attention? Like day two, he was planned to be there day two. Y'all just got there and had their, yeah. There you go, Elaine Marshall. Only the monarch can't be sued. Yeah. KC3's got his protection with the title. Oh, does that mean that the consort can be? I'm asking for a friend, truly. I wonder if the consort can be. Okay, Gwendolyn, what did you say here? Absolutely wouldn't buy the book. Yeah, I mean, tier, don't they have certain exemptions? Well, a certain heir has human rights. Didn't he put human rights factor in place to keep them from talking about his shenanigans? Although his shenanigans seem to be coming out. So, hey, Vinny, how are you? Good to see you. Rachel thought he was going after her to get money back. Wondered what happened. I'm just gonna hum. He don't want to. Does he really want to touch that can of whoop ass again? You better go to that pizza shop that he. Let me shut up. Okay. Okay. Annie, did anyone notice that Harry did have his own security team with him, plus extra from the Met? Yes. And anyone that thinks he's going to listen to them say he can't have his security. And if they paid attention to the security team who kept their hands very close to their pockets and chests, okay, take it for what it is. Consequences for actions later on, but if I protect my principal at all costs, because that's what they sign up for, then that means at all costs. Okay, let me move along because okay. Mrs. says, I don't trust the sleazy Met police. Yeah, no, nor does he. But yeah, he had his usual security because, as we know, when security is removed, things can happen. And, never trust when the detail suddenly swaps up. No, 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 we don't do those things. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Or drivers, because that's what happened with Di. And no, the driver wasn't drunk. I'm not going to ever believe that. Okay. Let me see. Benjamin, I'm not sure what you're referring to. You said she was embalmed quick. Sometimes I see half the comments or part of a conversation. Yeah, okay. Diane, where was Billy last week? Seems like a great time to be pruned. That's probably where he was. He probably was running through the rose bushes and, out in the countryside or whatever. Or, getting it together as to how this is all going to fall out. Because, I think it's going to be what is it, Annius Horribus or whatever, the Queen said, that little statement. It's going to be a horrible year in a sense. But life is too short to not be happy. Mm-hmm. Oh, Elaine, now. He's taking the heat off now. No, 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 no. Just watch folks try and rehab this. Well, he doesn't need to do anything to get his image rehabbed. He really doesn't. His brother has him on some council that if he's, I guess, incapacitated or whatever, doesn't he stand or on a trip somewhere and his, Randy Andy stands in for him or something. So I don't think he's going to get the HRH back, but, he might. Who knows? You know how squad will be. Oh, never mind. I can't even say the word. The pet and the O. Yeah. Squad will be screaming that from the rafters. So they want to keep that as quiet as they can for the time being. And it's wild because let me just, as we're speaking about Randy Andy, Max, y'all know Max, who has is on the channel and channel member and all that, but he had went into New York recently and showed, like, he took pictures outside of Epstein's former, and it's the creepiest looking. I don't know. It's like the energy off of that place is just crazy. But anyway, I just had to say, the famous doors at a certain Duke was pictured opening as another young woman was standing there. Yeah, but yeah, he didn't know her. Okay, let me hush up. Let me move on. Okay. The rose bushes have already been pruned, so now bald mop can lay the grass bed in comfort. You know what? On that note, let me wrap it up because I can see y'all are really feeling your oats. Oh Lord. Woo. Oh yeah. No. I'm not putting Anna's comment up. No, I see it. Y'all are talking about it? Okay. And Lane Marshall, they couldn't serve the papers on royal grounds. It's much like Marshall, like the half sibling who rolled up to Kensington Palace and wanted to give Meghan a letter. Yeah, it's much like that. You're not getting beyond this gate. Okay. All right. Now, let me go. Let me stop. I love you all. Please hit the thumbs up, please, 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 if you haven't already. Share out. I love you all for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you to all those who blessed me throughout the live stream. And let me see. I'm just making sure I'm not missing some other comments. Okay, so please be safe out there. The bugs are still alive and well, and people are getting sick. It seems that the Canadian wildfire smoke screen cloud that was coming across the U.S., swooping down across like northern and southeast, has kind of dissipated, thankfully. I'm not out there that much except to walk the dogs, but yeah. Anyway, please be safe out there. Prayers for all those in mourning right now, those that aren't feeling well, have issues that you're going to get looked at and all that and taken care of. Those that are caregivers especially, yeah, the struggle. Yes, good Lord. So please be safe. Please take care of yourselves. And we'll be talking and we'll be seeing each other around the YouTube halls. I am sure of it. And yeah, with me off this week, you'll be seeing a lot more of me or hearing a lot more. Love you all. Bye.